Maulid Collins, Imiwarige, and Marikithome, the music supervisor Eric Musioka, the consulting producer Mungai Kiroga. The music and the narration is by a very talented and skilled artist called Kamau. And
Okay, quite a bunch. So as you're seeing this particular project, if there's someone that you would want to collaborate with, this is a really amazing space for you to network and collaborate, and also be shameless about all that you do. Tell people, chenye kila kitu unafanyanga, you might get your next client here, you might get the next person that you're gonna collaborate with. Ama ni aje? Na sasa nataka tuvuke boda. Tufanye nini? Nataka tufanye nini? Taka tuvuke boda kidogo. Let's go to Uganda. And I want to introduce someone that is bringing in the aspect of, nani anapenda fashion? Of course, me napenda. And I see also amazing people who love fashion as well. But this particular person is doing fashion with a purpose. And also doing zero waste design and something around menstrual as well. Anafanya kazi pia na wanawake, and he goes by the name Robert Musema.
Badoma, baboyi vala badoma.
Dexter the rapper, badoma, bagayi vala badoma. Abuni badoma ubaleke.
That I started my first period when I was in P5, okay? So this afternoon, I didn't know what was happening. There was so much pain. And then I was seeing red stuff coming out of my body, and this was quite scary for me. So as an African girl, I grew up hearing that when a girl is a virgin, the first time she gets involved with a boy, blood comes out from a private part. So I got scared as Jesus Christ. Did anyone try to rape me? What has happened to me? So I kept the secret for 2 years. I kept the secret of menstruations from P5 to P6, to P7, yeah? But every time my period started and the pains would happen, they were so intense, and I never had menstrual products. So I remember those years we used to have this toilet paper, which was green in color, blue, and all that. So the toilet paper was not so expensive, and it was always available at home. And because I didn't want my parents to know what problems I was facing, because I was scared they might think I'm already getting into sexual intercourse with boys, so I would use the toilet paper, but it would stain me. So I would be the last person to leave class with a stained skirt. Yeah. By then I was studying at City Primary. Yeah. City Primary was called Area by then. So I would be the last person to leave class with discomfort. I have already bruised my thighs because of blood, my panty. Basically, I lived in that silence for years. So when I got to P7, that's when I first heard about menstruations, okay? And that was under the subject of reproduction. But I didn't even understand much of it, yeah? The information was so limited. So while life went on, then I finally opened up to my mother and told her something is coming from my body, but I don't know what it is. maybe it's periods. Oh, my mother told me, oh my God, my daughter, wow, okay, this is normal and all that.
At home or even in school. And it was quite a scary thing. So I didn't even know who to reach out to. But luckily, my mom was very supportive. But strange enough, my dad was also invested. I remember him saying, oh, I heard what happened. Don't worry about it. Don't be anxious. It happens to every girl. You're going to be okay. Like, I was lucky to have a supportive dad. But around my community and like with just my peers and friends, it was a scary thing. Like you don't talk about it, right? The moment you go on your menstruation, she's a big girl now, run away from her, because she's all bloody. Like, I don't know what this thing is around, blood. Like, you just get away from us. Why are you bleeding? You might infect us. Like, it felt like it was, you were infected. And also, like, even as a person, I think I bodied this myself in our school transport. If I was on my periods, I didn't want to go to school. I didn't have period pains, but I just didn't want to go to school because I'm like, oh, they can see it. Oh, I think I smell some type of way. I just shouldn't be around them. So there was always a lot of shame from, peers, people in the community. But when you reached out to adults, they were always so supportive and would just cover you and say, okay, this is what you need to do. These are the products you need to use. It's just that it wasn't an open thing, right? You had to open up to the adults to say, I need your support. This is what I'm now going through. Also, it felt like a struggle.
Like, so you would just put on a brave face and like go to work and just sit through the pain. And it was not the best because nobody would even talk about it. Like, if I was like having that cramps, like, if I like told that to my HR, like, she would just say like, oh, just take some painkillers or whatever. Like, it was just like, brush it off. Like, you're just supposed to like go through it as if nothing's really happening to you.
And so when I think of my menstruation, my blood
cycles each month, which I believe it's okay. However, my premenstrual and postmenstrual cycles, I feel so much better. And the physical pain is always a bit difficult to manage. But I try my best to avoid using medication because I don't want my body to become used to that. Of course, I believe my period makes me feel powerful. It reminds me of how much I can endure as a woman and still keep going.
Visible center pads, they are not being supported. The weather is not supporting them at all. And then you get to a situation where these girls clean their reusable center pads and then they have to hang them on wires because we say they must be dried. So they have to keep them on the wires, And this is a situation where it has rained, there is no sunshine, and they have to keep their reusable center pads in their closets or in their bedsides. Now imagine, these center pads, the reusable center pads, at times there is where they create some kind of a discomfort odor. So these girls have got to go through a lot of search so that, they can sustain herself. And so that is the whole bracket of menstrual health, mental health, and climate justice. I beg, if we could have more discussions about these three phenomena, it will be good. I submit.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Msema Robert. I'm from Uganda. I happen to be a fashion designer and an artist. So I've been the man behind the Menstrualize Project. So the Menstrualize Project is a community-driven project that uses textile-based designs, participatory design workshops, and digital storytelling to fight the stigma in menstrual health, to promote more equalities in menstruation and also see how we can promote more justice in the menstrual space. Through our program, we gathered 20 stories from 13 countries, but we shared a few with you. And we also had 3 online sessions where we are talking about menstruation. We have some artworks at the booth. So this is affecting their future. So you find that the problems are really so many in our communities, and we at Musema Culture, we chose to use fashion as a tool to address such issues that we have in our community.
And now a breaking story from the Eastern Congo, where a genius little girl has made a t-shirt that can showcase video images from any prompt you can think of. More on how this has revolutionized how people express themselves is up next on Lulu FM News.
Nawapigia mnawaambia wasikuje tena, and for such a creative piece huwezi piga makofi kama hayo. Mpigeni makofi mazuri tafadhali. Asante sana. Kwa ishara ya mikono, how many of us in this room love live band? Live band performances and music. Wangapi wanapenda live band? Very good. Aya, Dennis anataka kusema mawili kabla tujaenda to the next bit. Dennis?
Hi guys, Dennis, my name. Creative director at Lulu Animation. Our project was about the Congo. Our project was about Africa. Our project was about, you've seen people who are so talented, but they end up like, sorry to say, maybe committing suicide. You've seen countries that are so rich, like the Congo is the richest place on earth, but it's the poorest place on earth. And every day I pray for Botswana. I don't know if you've seen Botswana. Every day they showcase the largest diamond on earth. And then the next week they showcase another bigger diamond on earth. So I just pray that they don't have that curse of having so much wealth, and then the wealth is like, you know, killing you. And yeah, and this is my voice. I found my voice.
Thank you very much, Dennis, for finding your voice and helping others to equally realize they can find their voices. Mnaona majamaa wameanza kutembea nyuma yangu, si ndio? Nimewauliza tena, wangapi wanapenda live band? Live music? How many of us love live music? Beautiful. We are going to settle. All right, DJ Kelv. Hi. Hello. Wameniambia kuna announcement nisipomake saa hii haitamekiwa. Now, in the next few we're going to break for lunch. And this is the order that we will follow when we go for lunch. There is milk cards that will be given to each one of us inside this theater. And they'll be given on our way out. So we will only exit through the back doors, that door and that other door. Immediately this live band is over, we will request that we remain seated, allow people with disability seated on this side to exit first, and then we can follow on those two doors. We are not using this exit, neither are we using these other exits. We are using only those two exits. I am instructed to announce this, that if you're outside, or you have a friend who's gone outside, the milk cards will not be given to people coming from the outside. They will be given to people.
Reason yangu ya kukuwa landless na sieti land iko less. Kwa mbio za kuon kipande bila head start kwa hii race. Nimezaliwa kwa hii homeland na kipande inahalalishi kwa hii chess. What does it take kujivunia ownership? Kwa my resting place. Reason yangu ya kukuwa landless na sieti land iko less. So how much does a man need? The answer to the question is dependent on his greed. If all tunahitaji ni 8 by 4 feet once to stop ku breathe, how comes mtu anajita hustler na on acres zinaweza hold countless football fields? Meanwhile, wengi wako homeless bila urithi. Ina workings na schemes za corporation Mayday unaweza read. All about it wamepozo na waswahili ukaniuta our seeds kuna hanga. Tukipost kwa mitandao that's the only time tuna feed. More than 60 years tangu independence still feeling a stranger in my land. Tangu wa dispossess ancestors ardhi ndio wanzishe White Highlands. Making this earth their heaven ya asali na maziwa. On the other hand, a list of endless people wameachwa wakiwa. Mr. Hustler, kama unataka our land itabidi umetoka on board kama writing za chalks. Hizi shamba ziko na deep stories zenye zinaweza kukushock. Unajua vile our ancestors graves ni sacred na stories zao semwa hadi na walevi. Their spirit in me imefanya na put these words down cause they are too heavy, Mr. Hustler. Reason yako ya kutaka mashamba ni juu ulisikia pia ndege zina land. Ukizichukua, how will our struggles and stories of displacement be shared first hand? Take notes as I address vitu vital. What will you call it? Umeweka GMO hadi kwa food staple. Sahi hospital bills iko on our neck kama Adam's apple. Planting different herbs may raise true healers than the current prophets of doom. If it's true Africans weren't educated, bas walitumia knowledge gani kwa health sector ndio wa bloom. Our hills and rivers are linked to historical events. Did you know about that? I bet you did. Hauko part of us. Uko considered other kama Eid. Who will you say you are? Cause ku inherit land will involve rituals to honor ancestors. Land ndio tai families pamoja na farmers end up being investors. Uski kama peace is all you ever needed. Hauhitaji posta zogo kuleta. Sealing in the name of the Lord ukipiga mo sala kwa mkeka. Meanwhile ume playing fields za wakidi ndio unde resort after grabbing communal acres. Millions invested kufake papers zingine zita take care of caretakers. Who will save us? Justice hajai shield madefender. Body zao huokotwa zikiwa maimed kwa wilderness without nothing to our names. Family trees inadundishwa na power saw. Juu ya displacement seeds inawanda kama wandering souls bila place ya kuita home. There's beauty in herding as you sing traditional songs, Mr. Hustler. Does your greed have a stop? Because from what I see it prolongs. Regimes ina recycle policies za land, I guess ndio maana wao huzita reforms. Kutaja squatter ni mandatory kwa playbook za hawa macons. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes, dust pengine tuongelee ile yenye na collect kwa files za makesi ya shamba. Paka on Maranch, akaunda Happy Valleys huku akitrophy hunt. Bendera kwa flow ya Planet Mars, ingewezekana si huko pia wange grab. We need to legacy. Mali ya mababu ni mali zetu. Those are supposed to be the screams. Kwa mbio za kuon kipande bila head start kwa hii race. Nimezaliwa kwa hii homeland na kipande inialalishi kwa hii chase. What does it take kujivunia ownership? Kuon my resting place. Reason yangu ya kukuwa landless na sieti land iko less. Kwa mbio za kuon kipande bila head start kwa hii race. Nimezaliwa kwa hii homeland na kipande inialalishi kwa hii chase. What does it take kujivunia ownership? Kuon my resting place. Reason yangu ya kukuwa landless na sieti land iko less. Magroup. Kwa conversation, let me address the elephant in the room since he didn't want to be addressed in the jungle. May God be our guide. Squeeze economy nagusa chini kama wedding dress ya bride. Vile most businesses imekrashiwa iwanda kama bado misari upenda company. Hakuna funding ya masomo but for stadium there's some money. Squeeze rap inatumika as a political weapon by East African states. Perfect example ile ya coast side. They are now crossing the line like an offside. Kumbe the more things change, the more they remain the same. They are showing their true colors and we should do some chromatography on them. Squeeze MCA ana grab land mahali with full state protection. Population ya watu wenye wanafanya vitu zisirani ni just a section. Squeeze kila financial year wanabai gari mpya. Life yao ni soft tea. They blow money like hot tea. Squeeze ya mothers utumiwa goons wakihold press conference to condemn police brutality and violation of our right. There's no vision, itabidi pia mjengo yeche kuitwa site. Wapi nipo na wapi sipo. When the government violate our rights, insurrection is for the people. We need to speak up against oppression because it will come at you even when silent. Let that sink. A history written in blood will never be erased by lies written in ink. Police pia wana misuse powers. Remember, it's not about you, it's about we like the morning hours. Squeezy high school institutions enable and protect pedophile teachers. No one is safe. People are becoming horrible creatures. Squeezy raia wataki the current president but is only kept in power by a weak parliament and armed forces. He won't win this war. Other side we raise both hands like what Aaron and Hur did to Moses. Squeezy ukiwa anti-government you are closer to death than someone in ICU. Hakuko conducive enough to raise a mini you. Squeezy hata msipo protest CBD wanaokujia mtaani. Bridget Njoki is a life loss that can't be compensated with money. Squeezy kuwekiwa terrorism charges for protesting is something that I'll not come to terms. Alafu another name ya Nurudini na the law tide like shallow waters. A judiciary that is subservient to the president is not a pill of justice. Do you know what the worst is? Apart from bullets, apart from public funds, even bullets are being stolen from one's body in a morgue after being shot. After that, vunja sheria, kulikuwa na penalties, you'd think there was a draw. Siku hizi wamefocus on clearing forests na siongelei waxing. Ukidhani it all ends there, another scandal unfolds, no time for relaxing. We need a working system ndio tushike hizo chingri changri. People who are benefiting from this government are angry that people who are suffering from this government are angry. We are tired of seeing the same faces kwa polling station. Itabidi tu flip pages za Quran ndio tu change sura. For us to make a difference, itabidi vijana tuchukue kura. Mabruk.